The main problem was, I would say, although I tried my level best, it was every time we tried to do something, it's always a blockage. It's just like a discrimination or overqualified.
Welcome back to the Mindfultea podcast. I'm your host, Thanrajan Premakumaran. I created this show to help support people struggling with mental health, grief, and trauma by encouraging open conversations that many are afraid to have. It's a show that helps people conquer the mind and body with an open heart. Today's guest speaker is someone that has brought me into this world. In fact, this conversation that we're going to have, I believe, is going to be our first heart-to-heart conversation, even though we've had many in the past, but this will be different. This is someone that has international certifications and qualifications. He is my father. I call him Appa. The change in that, or the meaning of Appa is dad, and he is my dad. So please give a warm welcome to Selladurai Premakumaran.
Thank you for inviting me. If I can help you, definitely I will do so.
Awesome. Thank you for coming onto the show. Like I said, I think this is our very first time actually sitting down and going to have this heart-to-heart conversation. So I'm very curious and interested to see where this is going to go. But I definitely want to pick your mind and see how you are, how you're doing, and how your mental headspace is.
Maybe if I can start from the beginning of my birth, should be, a background.
Yeah.
My background, I was born in Sri Lanka, Jaffna, predominantly as a Tamil culture, very severe, strict culture. And it's hard when you were growing with, I have got older brother and younger brother and another five sisters. Although we were growing up, my father was away from home, but mom was the one who was looking after us most of the time. And at the same time, my grandpa, my mother's father, was a retired postmaster who was with us, and he was very strict with the, Asian culture, in the sense, you can't go outside the house, you can't talk to other people less than you are, the cultural base, or lower class people, but their term is back home. So there are so many different lower class people. There are some people who are highly qualified and they've got a high powered jobs. They don't want to mingle with the other people, the low class people. But from young, I was completely different. I don't know why, but I was completely different. I don't stay at home most of the time. I was out of the house, and I go and play cricket, football, high jump, long jump, whatever you name it. I did everything back home. So that was the only thing I had it. But although I had these kind of things, but I didn't have such of a discriminatory mind in my mind from the day I was born, I think. I can't say that properly, but, in the sense, when I was born, after that I was mingled with so many other people, but I never had such of a strengthened cultural basis rules. Maybe I must have got it from my father or something, or at the same time, when I was at schooling, I used to do scouting at the age of 14. So when I was doing scouting, I was mingling with almost all school boys are friends to me. So most of the time I don't stay at home. I go out.
Yeah.
In the sense, I mingle with so many different people, different background and so forth. Although my father is a very prominent person, my uncle is a very prominent person back in Sri Lanka, but I don't think, I was just like, he can be a prominent person, but I'm a human being. That's the thing actually I was thinking from young. And I used to mingle with all the low-class people because I thought they were all created by God as a human. So you shouldn't have a mentality of, he is a low-class person, I'm a high-class person. There is no, actually, in my personal opinion, there's nothing. They are all human.
Yeah.
That's what actually I was thinking.
Yeah. That's because it's heavily based on like the casting system or.
Casting system was very heavily, and even the one caste don't get married a lower caste. If they do, what will happen? They alienate the whole family.
Yeah.
If one of the family members don't like it or hate it, even the parents they hate that. Say for instance, when I got married to my wife Nesa, she is from a different caste. I am a different caste, but I went through a lot of things because my relatives, my friends, and you got married to such and such person. They are not in our caste. I said, look, this is my life. This is how I'm going to live. If you don't like it, it's up to you. Mm-hmm. If you like it, you can come towards me. I don't have any objection.
Yeah, basically, you're just going to live your life and do you.
I didn't think it is necessary to just discriminate people and just alienate them by doing them. What we are doing is we are making them really bad in a society. Mm-hmm. And we are demoralizing them rather than motivating them.
Yeah, because you're not really seeing them as a human being. You're judging them like a book.
Exactly. I mean, judging the book by, because he's a low caste, he doesn't know. Mm. What if he is a very intelligent person and he become a prime minister? What are you going to do? You will definitely go after him and, I want a favor from you, right? Mm. So these kind of things, it's actually still, even though actually, I would say, then from there, I did my O-level, A-level and everything. I passed my exams at the first instant. And my batch was the second batch from Jaffna Central College, the commerce batch. I couldn't get in the university because I was a minority. But luckily, my uncle came from UK. He said, okay, I'm going to sponsor you to UK. Why don't you come to UK and do your studies? Mm. So I went to UK. It was a total different culture for me.
Was it a shock? Big shock?
Although actually prior to that I was working in an international company called Hotel Intercontinental, belongs to the Pan American the American Airways. Yeah. So I used to be, in the sense, my mind has been already opened up. Mm. So I met so many different people. Some of the prominent people like I wonder I could say. I mean, even when I was working there, Colonel Gaddafi was here. He came to my hotel in 1975. So many other people I met in my life as well. Then when I came to London, it was a struggle. How would I say it? Actually, from the first day I landed, it was okay. Then luckily my older brother, he was working in the theatre. He just introduced me to the theatre manager, and I got the job and so forth. But having said that, 1 month later, somebody was within our community. They got jealous. Oh, this guy came all of a sudden. Within a month, he got a job. So somebody informed me to a home office. They call it, the immigration office in London. So they came to the theatre and they said, I'm sorry, I mean, you can't work here. So there are people working there. At that time, there were about 19, 20 people, Sri Lankan people who are working there. But if I was a nasty person, a narrow-minded person, what I would have done, okay, not only me, there are so many other people working, why don't you just go after them? I didn't want to do that because, okay, I'm going to face the problem. I will face it. I will come out of it. I will take this challenge. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. And I challenged with my boss. I said, I will come back to this theatre. After 6 months, you will see me again, which I did it.
Yeah. So then when you went to the UK and you adapted and you changed and you grew with it, how was that? Like, how's that experience over the time? Because I know you landed up in an accounting firm, if I'm correct.
Yes, actually, I was studying from young because when I was doing back in Sri Lanka, I did commerce subjects. So I qualified in A-level also, I did commerce. Yeah. Then I came to London. I was about to do the ACCA, but they first refused to say because you didn't have enough right qualification to do the accounting, which I did. I challenged with them and I did that, and I went back again. I got the admission to do degree in accounting and finance. Prior to that, what I was doing 4 or 5 different UK professional accounting bodies like certified accountants, ICMA, ICSA, ABE, AAT, and IDPM and so forth, so at the same, because the subjects were similar. So if I study for one exam, I don't have to study for the other thing. So the exam was also really 3 weeks gap or something. So once I study for the exam, I done.
Yeah.
So I had to sit for the exam. Then I worked actually, first I started working with the chartered accountancy firm in Seven Sisters Road in London, near to my place, in Finsbury Park. From there, then I moved to Mediterranean Insurance and Reinsurance Company as an assistant financial accountant. After that, I became head of school for a business, a private institution. I was running the whole show for the professional accounting courses. So that's actually, I came up, from there.
Okay.
But having said that, there was a lot of struggle. I would say that struggle has made me to learn how to survive in this world and go forward rather than, dwelling in the past is not going to help.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go forward. I took it as a challenge. No, I'm not going to sit back and just worry about what the other people are going to think, what I'm going to face in the future. No, I'm not going to be bothered.
What made you realize that, though? What made you come to that thought or realization that dwelling in the past it's just a waste of time and energy?
I would say when I was doing O-level, going back to my Sri Lanka life, my uncle who was attached to the Prime Minister's office for nearly 40 years, he came once and my grandfather was complaining to him, he so-and-so and so-and-so, he's very playful, he's not studying, and he came, he's not doing his studies properly, whereas, older son, my older brother, he was, within 5 or 6, he came in the classes. That time actually was the beginning for me. These people are thinking bad about me. Why don't they show them just, what is my other side of it? So what I took is, I started waking up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. I was studying for the exam. I passed my exam, A-level, O-level and everything, Then that's the motto actually it was in me when I came to London also. Okay, even if I'm failed or in subjects or something, I will go back and sit for the exam and come out of it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to think about, okay, I failed. So I'm going to be, dwell in I failed. I can't do anything. I'm not going to be, I'm worthless, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to help.
No, there's a saying they say when you break down failure, just by the syllables in each of that word, it's your first attempt in learning. And I think that's what happened. It's not really, like you said, it's not really failure. You learned at it. You went back to the drawing board and then went back and took it again, because it's like you took the good from it, strategized, and then went back at it again.
In a way, but actually, I took a challenge there. Yeah, people were thinking, he can do it. Okay, no, I can do it. I'll show you. So that's what I did it. Even my ACC exam board, even actually my grandfather, my family were thinking, he is not going to study. I got first prizes. I was the first in the classes for 2 years consecutively. I got 6 or 7 prizes at my college.
Yeah.
So that from that day onwards, everybody was thinking, hang on a second. This guy, I thought he was playing too much. And I sometimes, people will come and ask my mom, I want to borrow him for a cricket team away from our village. I do go there and play with them too. Mm-hmm. So what I'm trying to say is actually, even if you failed, failure is actually a pillar to the success.
Success, yeah.
So because that will give you a motto that, you have to do it. Yep. So if you are really, really think about yourself, number one. Number two, you have to trust yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
That is, it has to be within you. Don't think about the other people. What are they going to say? He is like this. He is, he's a dumb guy. He can't study. He's always a failure. Prove them that you can do better than this, and show them that this is how I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So that is the way it has to be. Anyone mentally is, they are upset or something. There are so many things. I had gone through a lot of things in my life. Even when I moved from there from Sri Lanka to London, I had actually, I would say about 70% of the cultural thing was with me when I moved. Thinking about, or maybe the caste system is, is reasonable or something. After I moved to London, I was thinking, hang on a second. That's not right, because, I must have made a mistake in my life. I had to reshuffle my thinking and just, go in a way of an open mind.
Because there wasn't really a casting system in the UK.
There is actually, if you really think about it, the casting system was introduced by the British to the Indian subcontinent.
Oh, okay.
That's the main thing. People, whether they accept or not, that's how it has, it developed in the Far East Asia.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people won't accept that, because, if you really think about it. So what they did was, back home, the job you do depends on the job. They actually, they treat them as a caste. Say, for instance, if your forefathers doing carpenter's job, they will become carpenters. If you are doing with gold mine or gold pounds, what do you call this, jewelry shop, they will become,
the jewelsmith.
Yeah. If you are doing an ironsmith job, then he will become an ironsmith person. Something like that. If you are a government job person, they claim themselves, we are higher qualified or higher, the caste than you. Or even if you are doing agricultural. So they came, they call it back in a Berlaler. In the sense, they are very high. There is nothing actually, in my opinion, they are all actually, it's created by human. It shouldn't have done it, but it was created for a certain reason. Which I'm thinking about still. Why do they have to create such a thing? Because everybody is a human being. Who actually, when God created us, He never mentioned that He is a carpenter. Jesus Christ is a carpenter. So are they going to, discriminate Him?
No. Yeah.
So do you want to ask any more questions about what? After that, you were thinking about the struggle. Okay. Then when I was in London, then I got married to Nesa. That was actually...
Which is my mum. Yeah.
That was a bit of a... I would say it was a...
Challenging?
Very quick decision. 6 hours decision.
Yeah. But it was also challenging in the sense that there was a drama that came with it too.
There was a job came at the same time, I didn't...
Not job, the drama with the...
Family members.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a family drama because this is to do with the caste system.
Yeah.
So I took it as a challenge and I came out of it. I challenged with them. I said, no, I'm going to get married. Maybe they must have played a dirty game on me. I am thinking about it. But if I go back to that, no, actually it was within themselves. They were thinking that they are so high mighty, high... caste people, but in my opinion they are not, because everything, what I think is, if you really respect a human being and value, you are the highest race person, I would say, rather than caste.
Yeah, because you see everyone as equal.
You are just, you are treating them equally. Even, I don't have any objection, whether when those days, even still, there are people, this is men's job. This is not, ladies shouldn't do this job. But nowadays, everything is changing.
Everything is changing, yeah.
So, even older generation, I would say, think about it. If you are very in a situation where the woman has to go to work and earn for the living, what are you going to say? They have to go to work. So, you can't just stick on with your old... fashion ideologies and the cultural basis. Men has to go to work. Women shouldn't be working. They should be looking after the kids. They have to be at home cooking, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to help.
Yeah. Yeah, because you guys are in it as a team. You guys are trying to grow and
exactly. This is your family. You have to build up, and you have to show them that we can do it. And you just, if anybody wants to come to you, they treat you as a human being, accept them. If they don't want to accept you, then forget it.
Forget it. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need them.
So then, after marrying mom and having those ups and downs within the family of the relatives and stuff. But I also remember like you guys were doing well business wise, like earning a living. We had a home, everything seemed well. But then you made the move. You decided to make the move to Canada.
Yeah, the reason being, I was working as a head of business school. At the same time, I was privately doing tax consulting, and I was doing sidely Herbalife, actually, distributor as well.
Herbalife, yeah.
But at that time that cost of living was a bit high. And the money they paid to me in when I was at the head of school, it wasn't that enough to look after. That time we had about 2 kids. And your school fees and everything we had to go. I think you could remember I usually take you to Kensington Underground Station in the morning. Private college.
I remember the private college, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
we both of us go take the train underground from Finsbury Park and take the Piccadilly line, go there, and I drop you and come back, and then I come and pick you up at about 2 o'clock after the lunch, right? So that was actually the saving we had. It went on that one. So the most of them, because it was because a private school, Christian school, so they charged a lot.
I remember that
I don't regret for that, because it was a base. We wanted to give you a good education.
Yeah, I think there's so much good things that I learned from that school that I take, and it's slowly I hone it into the kids now. But it has basically been the foundation for me in the way I think as well.
And there were 2 people, like, if I can remember, there was Rachel. If I can, I don't know whether you can remember the lady.
Was she the neighbor?
No. This is the one at the school, the Kensington. There was another girl as well. There were 2. I can't remember the other girl who once actually I came a bit late and she was holding you and say, I'm waiting for. Then I came and where is Danny? He said, no, are you Danny's dad? Yes, So I'm so sorry, I have to go. I'm so sorry. Then she forgive me. And we went together to the underground station, and she took the other district line, and I took the Piccadilly line back to Finsbury Park.
So then when you moved to Canada, what was the reason behind it?
The reason was because there was a very unemployment as well as inflation back in early, because of the IRA's bombing and so forth. There were a lot of things was happening. Our house was blasted in 1992 by the IRA.
Yeah, where the location.
Park, I think you could remember that.
Yeah, I remember this.
And all the windows were shattered, and you were just with me behind me and watching everything. And we still have the photos for the evidence if anybody is thinking about that we are telling lies or something. But it was actually a motive to assassinate John Major. End up actually, blowing up our house, flat 10. That was supposed to be number 10 Downing Street. This is flat 10 362 Seven Sisters Road. So it blew up the house, the windows, whole windows. Luckily, I was about to sleep that night, but I didn't sleep, so I went inside and sleep. At that time, Arangan was born a few months ago.
Yeah.
So we were sleeping there, but that's from that day onwards, everything, because the economic of London was really bad. And that's the time I was started doing this head of business school for a private institution. Then I was doing this Herbalife, and we moved from Finsbury Park, like 362 to Holloway, from 32 Stacey Street. Then we moved to Addiscombe Road, Croydon. That was the house, the first house we bought. And from there, then I usually take you in the morning, because I was looking for jobs. In the morning, I send all the resumes and everything. Sometimes, I just take you and leave you to the school.
Yeah, Spring
and
Park.
Aaron as well, some. And then I go for the interviews and come back home. Then I'll come back and fetch you both in the buses and so forth. Then I got a car. Then I drove you guys to the school and brought you back.
Yeah.
Then I was thinking that's the time they were, Canada was looking for professionally skilled immigrants. Although I had the London qualification, London experience, with a different accounting background and administration and so forth. But I thought maybe, I wanted to give a good life for my kids. So the false impression given by the Canadian government, actually, it was a total disappointment. For me, I never expected, I thought, everything is going to change. But when I came and landed at the airport, Pearson Airport, second day, 1 week later, I found out, it's not that, what I was thinking. It was completely different. It's just like, you have to struggle very hard to get a job. Unless otherwise, it's not the one you have the qualification or such. Is that what says is actually, what they mean is networking and who you know.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't get a job. But people don't think, actually, sometimes, when you introduce a person if you are working in an organization, if you introduce somebody, then they will get an introduction fee as well. But most of the people, they don't say, because, it's for disrespectful them, so they won't say, oh, I got this one by introducing so and so, but they won't say it.
Yeah.
But having said that, I made about 8,000 applications, and which was appeared on CBC and so forth. But I never get a job. After that, I was just doing freelance tax, and I learned tax preparation in Edmonton.
Yeah.
At the same time, then I was building up and working for some other companies. From there, I built it up, and we were working for a company called environmental company.
Yeah.
We changed their lifestyle, and we improved their economy. But the money they paid to us, it was a peanut money. It wasn't. We shouldn't have get that peanut money for that kind of a job I did. Even Nessa was working with me as well. She was doing 3 jobs, but they were paying about $10 an hour for 3 jobs. I was doing a couple of jobs, but I was paid for $10 an hour for a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, only for $10 an hour, which is actually I don't know. I mean, when I come to think of it, it was not that high-paid job or something as you claimed, or as you
you would think of a CFO, it would be a high-paid job, but that was not. But then I think at that point that was the only chance you had at the moment to take, right, to roll with, until you can kind of figure out your next move.
No, not only that. Actually, I went to Toronto as well. I was looking. My name has been registered in a downtown area in Toronto. All the agencies. I went there. I sat for all their tests and everything. But even if they testified, so and so has come and did the exam and so forth. But I couldn't get a job because what they claim is I was overqualified.
Yeah. So when you were at that point, you're putting your resume out there, you're putting your application out there everywhere and anywhere, right?
I was actually not only from Edmonton. I was thinking about BC, Toronto, Winnipeg, you name it, Predominantly Toronto, maybe I was thinking because there's a lot of opportunities. I went and worked there for a couple of companies, Canada, Britain and so forth. But that's only temporary job. But it wasn't that it didn't last long very well. But having said that, I had the qualification, I had the experience, but nobody didn't want to take me because the people who were interviewing me less qualified than me. So it was a threat to them. That's the main, actually, this is the main thing, but most of the people won't accept that. That's the reality of life. That is the truth.
Yeah. When you're overqualified, they don't
overqualified is a threat to them.
Yeah.
But having said that, the company didn't think about, okay, he is looking for a job, give him a job, and if he can build up the corporation or whatever it is to the advantage, and they can grow up.
Yeah, they will benefit from it.
They will benefit after, even
but they want to try to save
if
money,
they really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But having said that, is everything is, bogged down to, down to the bottom line is discrimination. So that discrimination was really, it's put me off in the sense, my kids, I promised them that, they will be coming here with me and they are going to have a comfortable life. They will have a nice education, everything. But it was a struggle for us.
Yeah.
Actually, sometimes I felt as well. I couldn't give a nice life, a comfortable life, and a nice university for you and my other kids as well. The main problem was, I would say, although I tried my level best, it was every time we tried to do something, it's always a blockage. It's just like a discrimination or overqualified. So it was a hurdle for me. And I think most of the professional skilled immigrants who have come to Canada, predominantly they must have faced it, but they don't want to claim it or they don't want to say it outwardly because it's a disgrace for them.
Yeah.
There is no disgrace. It is not your fault.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's not your fault. You have the qualification. You have the right. Now, nowadays, they are facing a lot of problems. What's happening nowadays, medical field, the doctors, the hospitals and everything, you can see what is happening now in Canada, all over Canada, right? So it was a very not only struggle, challenging. And I came out of it because I was thinking, no, I'm not going to just, sit back and think about, these people are going to discriminate me, or they are going to do this and that.
Yeah.
No.
Let's dive, I want to dive in a little bit more in that, because I know you try to keep it from showing us and my brothers and my sisters, but I know deep down, like body language, I know you felt there was a sense of letdown from making the move from the UK to here, and then putting yourself out there and knowing you have these qualifications and trying to make a difference, to give that life that you want to give to the kids. So knowing that and seeing that, I also saw there was a turning point, because then you open up your company, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know, knowing and feeling, because there were times where you're down, there was times where you try not to show it, but what got you out of there and what made that decision?
I will go just further back, because when I was in London, you said, when I was in London, my life was entirely different. I normally work for the theatres in London every evening. I have worked for nearly in the theatre lands. Most of the theatre managers, they know me very well. And while I was working, I met Queen Mother for every 3 months. I met Charlton Heston, Roger Moore, Sean Connery, and you name it, all the famous people I have, because that's a completely different life for me when I was living in London. Every evening I meet roughly about 600 to 800 people every day. Mm-hmm. But when I came back here, everything was totally, I'm in Edmonton and looking for a job. I can't do anything the way I used to be. And it was a very, very, how would I say, drastic change in my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm actually a people person.
Yeah.
And I do mingle with a lot of people.
I know, I see this.
So I don't, because, when I go there, everybody comes to know, and then they will come, oh, hi, Prem, how are you? How was everything, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And, that's how, even I have introduced a lot of people back when I was working in London. I used to introduce my friends, and even unknown people, I got them job as well. Mm-hmm. This is my way of thinking, because I want everybody to be happy.
Yeah.
Not only me happy, I want them, the other people also, see and enjoy. Oh, they are happy. That's what I want to see. But having said that, the question you were asking about, what was the question, if you can read?
Well, the question, it was that knowing that you had, it's basically you hit rock bottom. I know you hit rock bottom. You felt like you made the worst decision, but there was a turning point for you to open up the company that you have now.
Yes,
which is now successful.
Yeah, because after what we did, we came from GFM, and Mom was working as a pizza company here in Edmonton. It was a total this thing for her. It has affected her really bad, and she was actually, after that incident, she had health issues as well. So one day she came and asked me, okay, Prem, you got a qualification, you got the experience, you have been doing taxes for people, why don't we start our own company?
Yeah.
Right. I said, yeah, why don't we? Okay. We started our company, in the sense, for that, the basic was done by Michael Goodman, who was our landlord when we were looking after the building in 127th Street, 118th Avenue.
Yeah.
That's apartment. She was my wife, Nessa. Mom was looking after about 80 apartments. I was looking after the Fort McMurray 125 units for St. Crude and EPCO people who are working in the oil lands.
Wow. Yeah.
So he was actually, in a way, he pushed us in the say, he motivated us, Prem, no, you have to start a corporation, then only we can give you a job. Actually, we have to thank him. I don't, forget him in my life, because he is the one who was an inspiration in a way. He pushed us, okay, Prem, you have to do it. If you do this only, I can give you work to do for me. Then we started doing that. After we left GFM, it was a turning point for us. We struggled for nearly 3 months. It was so struggle, and what we went through. And sometimes, the food and everything was very, I can't express that, it was very struggle.
Yeah.
But we were thinking, we can't go on like this, and I'm a person not, as I said, I don't dwell in the past. I want to go forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to go backward. So after Mom told me, we said, okay, we started doing what we were thinking about. I just took all my qualifications, credentials, put it on the wall. We just, started publishing, advertising in Fort McMurray paper, local papers, and so forth. In between, actually, our name has been already famous throughout Canada. I don't know whether if they Google my name and they will find out who I am. I don't want to say about it. But one day they will really realize who I am and what we have done to Canada in the long run. We have actually, in a way, it was a really struggle, and it was really heartbroken in the sense, why did I make such a move? After thinking now, once I have built up here now, we have been running our corporation, and we are helping a lot of clients here who are actually self-employed, who have got corporation, who have got businesses, who have got income like financial income, capital gains, and so forth. And we are just, giving them a moral, in the sense we are helping them to build up their own financial structure and their business. So in a way, we have built up and actually for not only for me, is for my whole family members. If they don't have any job, I don't care, because I will say to my kids, okay, why don't you come and work for me? It's not, why are you sending an application that there you are going to face the same problem which I face? Is still the same thing is happening. It won't change unless the people mentality here in Canada. I'm saying it generally. I'm not making a discriminatory statement or such. This is the reality and this is the truth. Just imagine a highly qualified person. If I can't get a job here, so there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
It means the system is wrong.
Yeah.
The system is wrong has been proved on 22nd of December, what took place at Grainan Hospital.
Yeah,
Right?
just that recent incident.
So it's all actually, when you come to think of it, it's not actually the immigration is at fault.
It's
Because Canada need immigration, Canada want immigration, but most of the people don't know Canada make heavy big bucks by immigration. Most of the people don't know the amount. If they really want to know, they can contact me privately. I can give them an answer to them.
So the corporation that you have now, it's Dennison's Incorporation?
Yeah, Dennison's Incorporation, because I was thinking about, that's your name, half of your name, Thanrajan is Dan.
Yeah.
Nesa is my wife's name. So we combined together Dennison's Incorporation, which actually, we built it since 2001. And we do have offshore clients actually in London, in Qatar. We have been helping their corporation as well.
Do you feel like, I know that was the best decision you made, and I know you feel that for sure, especially now being where you're at today. Do you feel that everything that you had told me from the beginning till now led up to that? That if you had not gone through that, all those experiences, you would not have been able to open up the corporation that you have today?
Yeah, I would say, but having said that, because when I was in London also, I had my own corporation.
Yes, yeah. But this is different.
This is completely different. That was a different one. But this is a different one because what I'm doing at the moment, I'm helping a lot of people to build up their own business empire.
Yeah.
Not only for themselves, for their generations. So even not only I'm with a tax and accounting background. Not only accounting background, I have got a business management qualification as well.
Yeah.
Business administration, business management. My wife Nesa, she has got actually a IDPM in the sense, she is payroll managers for both from UK and Canada. And she has been helping a lot of people. We have been helping a lot of good friends, native communities as well. We have been helping them for the last 10 years. Not only that, actually, and she is also a financial insurance, financial advisor who can help they build up their financial successfully, for their kids and kins.
Yeah. So those that are listening, reach out to Dennison's Inc. My parents will be able to help you achieve and get you to where you need to get to. I also want to add and ask, because you like, growing up, I know, and this is like aside from that, but I wanted to touch base and kind of dig your mind into this, because I know in the generation that you grew up in, that emotions were very hard to express, and I know, like, from grandpa and grandma at that time, they don't really it's even grandma. It's very hard to get.
They don't really show it.
Yeah,
they don't show it.
Yeah, and then I know with us in our relationship, it was there. I remember seeing it when I was younger, but as I got older, it was a little bit distant. But as the other siblings came along, by the time we got to the youngest, there was a change in yourself, and you were more able to express more. How did that happen? Because I know, you want to break the generational, the change, right? The way how things had been done before, in order to set up the kids for success and pass it down the tree, right?
Yeah.
So, what changed?
No, it's actually true, because when if I can remember from the beginning, when I was talking about the way I was thinking about it, I want to treat every single person as a human being.
Yeah.
Regardless whether he's an older son or second son or third son or a girl or whatever it is. I don't have anything, because they are all human beings. Whether it can be my older son or second son or a daughter, I don't have any. So most people, when they ask me, okay, what do you expect after I got married? Or do you want to have a boy? Most of the people tend to, our Asian communities predominantly.
Yeah.
Or if it is a girl, they don't want to know. They will just sometimes, they think very bad as well. They don't talk to some people, right?
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it is not in our hand.
It's in God's hands.
It's actually, if you are supposed to, according to I don't believe in those kind of things, but people say, I shouldn't be having any kids in my life. That's what astrologers said. But I have got now 2 boys, 2 girls. How come? So I was thinking, okay, when somebody asked me, I said, look, I don't have any objection. Whether there's a boy or a girl, for me, they are my kids.
Yeah.
That is my way of thinking. And I broke it because the reason being, in our culture, most of the time, they tend to discriminate among the kids. In the sense, older kids will get more preference, and also the youngest kid in the family, they get both of them. In between, the kids are the sandwich to the bread. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're just, fillers.
Yeah.
Right? But this is the very bad attitude, in our community. They don't, by doing this is going to cause a lot of problem among the kids from the young.
Yeah.
They will grow up, oh, my mom didn't treat me properly. You were actually, you are a favorite person, your favorite person, so and so, and you discriminated me. This is the main problem we have. Still, I was in France. But this trend is nowadays is changing. Those days, the older generation, they don't want to listen to the younger generation. When I was in September, I was in France, and I discovered within our friends and relatives, the trend is slowly, changing towards, listening to the younger generation rather than the older generation. And also the thinking of the older generation, typical Asian way of thinking is slowly just, is fading away.
Yeah. Oh, well, like I could say, speaking for myself, like even like with Ezekiel and Kaya, like I'm constantly learning from them, and they're like, 1 is 7, 1 is 9, but I've been even learning since even young, and it's just like, you think you know it all, but really you don't. Like they bring in new information or new ideas,
which you don't know.
Or you don't even know. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the education actually, it's unlimited.
Yes.
I mean, you might think that you have done all this education, all these bookworms, you're not going to help. It's the best thing is your life experience is the most important thing in life. Where people can be, you just go and talk to a nurse or doctor or hyper qualified person. When you talk, from their conversation, you can see whether they have got enough knowledge or not, because they haven't learned anything what is happening around the world. They are all actually, study the book, get the qualification, go to work, that's it. There are few people, even when they behave to the general public, they don't behave like the way professionals. Yeah. I have seen a lot of them. I lived in UK. I lived in Ireland as well for 2 years. I studied in Ireland. I qualified in Ireland too. So I have been to so many places. I've been to Europe. I have seen most of the countries, right?
Yeah.
My way of thinking is actually in the sense, in our family, I mean, I don't want to say you should know, among our family members, my older brother, my siblings, I'm completely different. And most people have said to me, oh, you're so different. Even when I was at grandma's funeral also, oh, you're a completely different person. How come?
Yeah.
So if somebody is going through mental sort of things and they are struggling and they think that, they have been discriminated or they are not favorite by the parents or whatever it is, the best thing is to do it, show your talents. All those talents are within you.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you really think about it, you show it in such a way, it will really give you a unbelievable, gift for you in your life. This is what I learned in my life, and I'm trying to give it to my kids as well. So that's the only thing I can say. But please, don't dwell in the past. Go forward and think about it, oh, I can do it. That's the main thing, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Always go forward. Don't think about, oh, even if you are coming from Asian culture or whatever it is, when predominantly, our culture based, is sometimes, they will discriminate you, they will put you down. Whoever is going to put you down, don't take into your notice, right? Go forward. They are the people, they are negative thinkers. It's going to spoil your ambition, it's going to spoil your goal.
Yep.
And it's going to, you won't come up in life.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
If they don't want to admit you, if they don't want to take you, it's their bad luck.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's not. You are not going to lose it. They are the one going to lose it.
Yeah.
So this is what I actually been developed since I was young, I think maybe.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this even when I was younger. You telling me and Aaron about that, especially when we were going through our own bullying and our own things. As we were growing up, you would always tell us that speech. But as we're getting close to the end here, I want to ask you, what's one advice or one tip that you want to give to the viewers that are going through something or trying to come up, but they feel stuck?
The best thing is to do is go back. I don't say, no, don't go back. Go back and see what are the mistakes you have done. And learn from it, turn it into your advantage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the challenge. You have to do it.
Yeah.
But don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Go forward. And also think that you can do it in life. That's the most important thing. Self-confidence is the most important thing. If you build up that one, there are so many ways to do it. You can do yoga, meditation, and you can listen to music, some nice music, that will help as well. Nowadays, I do sing on Simul as well, my mother tongue music and so forth. But it's just to relax myself.
Yeah.
But don't worry about the other people. What are they going to talk about you?
Yeah.
Because it's you. You can't change yourself. And you are not, predicted by others. You actually don't follow others. They have to follow you.
Yeah.
That's how you have to behave. That's the best thing to do. Maybe that will help a lot of people who are just, I found in Canada a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
And it's not that when we were doing the property management, we discovered a lot of people. But maybe there are no good mentors for them. That's the main thing, that, they have been going that direction.
Yeah.
But if they had got a good direction or mentors and good guidance, they would have been, they could have been a better person. We don't know.
Yeah. Someone that was there to help show them and give them that.
There is no compassion, no humanity, no love, no consideration. These are the things actually is lack.
Yeah.
It's all thing about themselves.
Yeah.
That's where the failure of, all these people, as you are asking a question, what they can do is, because if there is no love, where you can have friends, some of the good friends are there, they can help you. Some of the friends' family can help you. Because this is what actually happened. I mean, I had the same thing actually when I was young as well, but I grew up in the sense and I came out of it. So my life experience may be helpful to those people who are actually listening to me and it will, give them a good success in their life.
Yeah, I agree. Well, everyone's story is different, but everyone's story has a way that can help uplift.
Yeah, it may be different to the environment as well. Sometimes, people who have got, everything is given on a silver platter.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know anything.
Yeah.
So, because, they don't know the hardship. But once you go through, or if you have faced a hardship, it makes you real, what are the things in life, and you learn from it, and you take it to your own advantage. That's the best thing is to do it.
Yeah.
Still, I'm learning too. I mean, I can be a qualified person. I'm, whatever it is. But I would say that, I still have more to learn in my life.
Yeah, we're always continuously
Oh, yes, it
learning.
is indeed. Yes.
Well, there you have it, guys. If you liked what you heard today and it resonates with you, I want you to hit that follow, hit the subscribe and like, and stay tuned for more content that will be coming your way. I do want to end it up before I close it off. Is that I'm proud of you. I don't want you to feel and think, and I know you're not, but I don't want you to feel and think that you failed us. Because look, we took all that, we saw everything that you learned, even the advices that you have given us along the way, and all the siblings. We took it and we grew with it, and we made a family with it, and we've grown stronger with it. So everything that you have done was not a failure. It has brought us to where we need to, and I want you to know that I love you.
Yeah, it's true, because having said that, because we had the unity among ourselves, that's the main thing, because all the kids were united together. You and Aaron, Jasmine, we were working together when we were having that property as well. So there was actually a unity within our community, our family especially. And I'm very happy because I'm proud of you, I'm proud of Aaron and Heshelia, Jasmine. They all are doing well. I mean, in my opinion, I've got good kids, I've got grandkids, I've got another newborn baby as well, Kayla. So we will be having some more. We don't know. And also, I don't stay here, and then most of the time I do travel around and to UK, France, Europe, and Malaysia. And I'm actually, I'm everywhere. But I would say to anyone, think about yourself. If anybody criticize you, take it this way and pass it through this way. That's the best thing to do it, and just go forward.
100%. As always, guys, much love. Peace.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having me.